Now things are getting very, very interesting. Of course, hours ago, the live stream happened. We all got informed about Toshiro Hitsugaya. Of course, that's going to be releasing, and for the most part, we thought that was kind of it. And lo and behold, they kind of went above and beyond and informed us ahead of time the lineup on what's to come after Toshiro Hitsugaya. Very sneaky on their part, because now it is kind of causing a bit of a ruckus, because now that people have seen on what's to come next after Toshiro, it's more of the case of I'm skipping him. And it's very interesting because with the way things are looking, it's not actually Toshiro that is the skippable character. No. If anything, with just the little information that we have, I'm not lying, boys, I might say Gin is looking like the skippable character, and I'll explain why. But with all of that, as you guys are aware, there are codes out the wazoo being provided, obviously through the through the live stream. We had that one code. I will provide all the codes down below in the description, because there are some CN codes. I think there's 3 or 2 additional global codes. There are some CN codes. So a lot of codes. So I'll put it all down in the description so so it's more easy in the case of you guys just copy and pasting it, rather than having to type it all out, especially the CN code. So I got you guys. So yeah, a lot of codes, but unfortunately only one provides us with additional jades. God damn it. But regardless, we'll take what we can get. We need all the resources we can get. But anyway, so here is a much cleaner look. Now, to be fair, obviously, the one thing which everyone's kind of nervous about is, is this them confirming to say that, they're going to be releasing all at the same time? And that doesn't seem to be the case. I think it's, with the scheduling and how things are, definitely they are going to split them apart. So to anyone who's wondering, like, oh my god, this is kind of content overload with the amount of characters that they're going to be releasing, do not worry, that is not going to be the case. We know that every single 2 weeks a single unit will be releasing. Some might have the favor of dropping an SR with them, but as we have seen and with how things are looking, yeah, Aizen will be on his own for sure. But anyway, with the little glimpse of tease that we got right there, I'm not gonna lie, this was low-key kind of cracked. Immediately when the lights went out on the live stream and I could hear someone, I'm just like, that's Aizen. And again, some of the text well, I guess the text that they put up was a bit of a given too. So, but yeah, honestly, I am looking forward to this. One thing which I did pick up, look at Aizen's costume, or his gear setup, what he's wearing basically. God damn it! I thought this was. See, now I'm very confused, because are they doing costumes now? Are we gonna? Because we know that costumes are gonna get implemented into the game, and I'm just like, he ain't wearing his captain gear. So what's up with that? Okay, well, that's interesting to note. So, but we'll see what happens, if costumes will be releasing when he releases, or if that's going to be just what he's going to be wearing. We'll have to wait and see. So let's just quickly break down on what the timeline is looking like. So on the 5th of December is when we're going to get Toshiro Hitsugaya. He is the Spirit DPS. When it comes to DPS for Spirit or blue characters in general, he is him. This is why this unit is still a vital character. Even after, with everything that has been shown, I would still say Toshiro Hitsugaya is still a vital character to have if you want coverage for your blue team. Because I've seen the people saying, oh, I'm skipping him, I'm going for Aizen, which, okay, respectfully, I can, I can get with that. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a wait, but to be fair, if Aizen is coming in hot, I think he's going to be a blue typing, fitting quite nicely with Toshiro Hitsugaya. Why I say he's still a priority. So if Toshiro is dropping on the 5th, you know that every 2 weeks a new character releases, so we're all kind of suspecting now that the 19th will be the release of Gin and Rangiku, of course, the SI character that's going to be within the banner of Gin. Now, with all of that, the leaks that we have seen confirmed to say that he will be a thrust user. Now, we know that Gin will be a thrust attacker. Rangiku, we don't. I've seen that apparently she's going to be an attacker. I can't see that happening. I do think she's going to be a support. I hope that she's a support, because realistically, what thrust actually heavily needs is a support. We've got battlefield skill support out the wazoo, so that's completely fine. We've got DPS pretty sorted, right? It really is support that's kind of needed. Although Thrust is low-key kind of heavy on the DOT side of it, so technically speaking, I'm eager to see on how Gin is approached for the Thrust team, because if he is a DPS user, technically speaking, with how the Thrust team is right now, with these two boys in particular, Ikoko and Tozen are locally just are manhandling bosses content in general, right? With how effective these two are, of course, and obviously throw Urahara into the mix as a support unit, right? It's just pure dominance. And so in my case, and the way I'm kind of looking at it as of right now, again, with the little information that we have, Gin right now kind of looks like the skippable character, only because Thrust right now is looking pretty solid, and if anything, if Rangoku is a support, then I might want to just cater more so for her, and they might actually even make her as a free character. Who knows, right? I don't know if they're going to give Momo for free during when Toshiro releases. Hopefully that is the case. That'll be fantastic, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. So that's kind of the second character on when they are planning on scheduling him in, and then obviously the case of whether or not if he's actually going to be worth the pull with how things are looking right now, especially with the role that he plays. But again, we don't know anything about the character, so it's really just kind of like taking the little information and just kind of thinking how things are looking right now. And then when it comes to Aizen, I mean, the way it looks, and everyone's kind of thinking it now, New Year's. That's New Year's content. Yeah, so that is going to be literally on the 1st of January. That makes perfect sense to end it off and to begin a new year with Aizen himself. So and again, he was leaked and predicted to be a battlefield skill user for the blue units, and I can honestly see that. I think that is very, very fitting, and I understand that people are like, oh, I want Aizen to be DPS. I mean, the prime example of a unit that cooks as a battlefield skill user is Tozen. This man is an absolute menace. If anything, you can build, I mean, well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm building him up as, you know, as much damage as possible. And again, the big reason why these two together work amazingly well with their disgusting damage combo that they can provide. So in the case of blue typing, that's pretty much what we're seeing right now, right? Toshiro is going to be full on DPS. Aizen will be the battlefield skill user. I can only, to be fair, I don't know what his battlefield skill would be on what he'll be doing, but I am excited to see nonetheless. But his damage is going to be there without a shadow of a doubt. So it's going to be another case of two units coming in hot, being the same typing, and just doing damage. And then behind them, we'll have Momo ready to go, applying the layers, giving us that increase per layer. She's going to be an SR character, so we'll be comfortably getting dupes into her to obviously furthermore increase our damage output. But Mono Spirit is looking very, very disgusting in the case of Momo support, Toshiro as a DPS, Aizen as the battlefield. That's the new look right now of how things are looking. So when people say they want to skip Toshiro, I'm just like, really? You're about to screw over Aizen right now. You're about to screw that man up. Because that team sounds devastating too, so that's what I'm hoping for. Because Gin right now is, for me personally, he might be the skippable one. I'm just saying, he might be the more skippable one. If you want to cater to specific characters to set up a build and to set up a certain team early on, right now blue needs all the help they can get. Yellow is good. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Yellow is fine. So I'm just saying, but then again, we don't know any information, so it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, you should do that, But as far as we can confirm and we can say, Toshiro is a must. He is that DPS character that we have needed, because there's nothing else, and there's no way in God's green earth I'm screwing up my Aizen team not having him. That's just a full stop. If Aizen is not a blue battlefield user, that will be a weird one, because outside of blue, he ain't going to be a support. He's going to be battlefield or DPS. He ain't going to be red. The only other alternative option I can see him as being orange. That's just my thought process of it. But again, with how things are looking and how... I mean, you guys can clearly see with how things are with team set wise, he's got to be a blue battlefield. He's got to be.